review, have going on. Yeah, and then we'll just sort of debrief. We got some mugs. You'll have to give out a mug to yes, we queued the white people up closing, so that's really easy. Other than that, we have coffee. The bathrooms are just down the hall here, if you didn't know. There's also water fountains down here, so sometimes water and startups or the process.
Maybe a year or two down the road.
Yeah, any questions?
Some that are well established and not just
I've done this before. Yeah.
One of the cool things about the vegetation is there.
Yeah, I'm not sure how the crowd will sit today with spring break stuff going on. Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, I remember George mentioned that he would be on break this week. So it's good to have
specific stuff, like we've had people come here who are in the tech sector who are saying, listen, how about you be a certain tech stack background? You know, Linux. Other people might come with a different need. Like the example I always use is a small startup that comes and says, "This is what we do," and blah blah blah. But this is my parents' basement. I need to rent some real estate. We've never dealt with a good broker or a good applicant. Say, hey, I want a building. We have a space. Dominic is kind of are you still with QBE? Okay. See, he's been here enough that I know his deal. He's the entrepreneur of residential QBE, which is first day of the insurance company in Sudbury.
Well, that's okay by you.
Yeah, Sydney. QBE stands for
well, I'm an insurance company. It's a soulless acronym.
Yeah. It's just part of the problem. It's just
The company I work for is called Transcend.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you mean like formal time to start? Oh, one second. Boy, that.
A huge, major announcement. This is our last week in the library. So next week,
We're getting a promotion.
we're getting kicked out. So yeah, promotion. Just kidding. We're not getting kicked out. It doesn't matter. So we are going to Old National Bank next Wednesday. It's our first one in the new Industrious building. That's also where Old National Bank is, right on the Capitol.
Where are we?
That way.
Yeah, that way.
That way.
Sure.
It's right there. Right there.
Over yonder.
1 block up, 2 blocks over.
1 block up, 2 blocks over is what we're going to go with on that one. So, and here's the tricky part. It's not tricky. We're just joining the rest of the nation. We are starting at 8 a.m. So everyone, it's like daylight savings all over. Set your clock back an hour. Like, we're doing this. The rest of the country does it at 8 a.m. We're going to just get on board with that. 8 a.m. Old National Bank next Wednesday. Just everyone know where we're going to be. Okay, cool. It's a small group, so now I'm like, I have to push it all out to socials to make sure that everyone knows that that's where we're going to meet. So it'll be really fun. They have a cool space, and they're a really good sponsor of ours, so we're excited. And then after that, one starting block is open. Lucas, do we have a date on that?
June 1st.
Okay, so we're going to go with June 1st, and then we'll probably be moving into starting block. So we're playing a little bit of musical chairs, musical buildings on you guys, but I think we're all smart enough individuals that we can handle it. So I have faith in us.
And where's starting block?
Starting block is right on East Washington.
You know where Festival Foods is? Right across the street.
Yep. So, good morning.
Morning.
Just going to say it one more time. Next week, 8 a.m., Old National Bank, moving forward. Questions? Good. Okay. Very cool.
I'm sorry I did miss it. What? Sorry.
No. Don't worry. So next week, this is our last week in the library. So next week we're moving to Old National Bank.
Which is?
1 block over, 2 blocks up. And then we're starting at 8 a.m. So.
Oh, man.
I know, I hear ya. Okay, so that's the big announcement. April 12th, we have Culture Community at 8 a.m. at the Madison Club. Come on over. Kane is going to be speaking from CORE, Athletic Fitness. So it's going to be exciting.
Who is it?
Who?
Would you say is speaking?
Kane Sivesand. I hope he's watching and he's going to be like, God, that girl just butchered
Not
my
anymore.
name. Yeah, good. So 8 a.m. April 12th at the Madison Club, and we'll remind you guys next week. And then I think that's it for announcements from myself. We are going to go around the room and do our introductions and then get this party started. So my name is Julianne Selesky. I am the Director of Business Development at the Madison Club. And yeah, we'll save you for a little less.
Dennis Barnum from Merlin Mentors.
Matt Lowy at Fine Point Consulting. We do bookkeeping to CFO level work for a lot of startup companies around Madison.
Mike Watson, Ponda Pro. We do quality fishing gear for everyone from beginner to pro.
Kyle Herman, same thing, entrepreneur, started a couple businesses.
Dominic DeMarco, I work at QBE and do startup stuff for them.
I'm Emily Beeson, I'm the marketing coordinator for Action Coach.
I'm DP Knudten. My company's name is Collaborator Creative, and I collaborate with a wide variety of individuals and companies on everything from nonfiction branding to custom writing and all that stuff. And I wrote a book with Spencer X. Smith called Rotoma, the ROI of social media top of mind.
Do you have a podcast?
Oh yeah, the Rotoma podcast comes out every Monday. Check it out wherever you get your podcast. Just search Rotoma.
Do you have a sequel? No, I'm just kidding.
Actually.
Okay. All right, Lucas.
Startup strategist for Starting Block.
I'm Derek, I'm just a recent entrepreneur in the tech space.
I'm Don Crossland. I actually just moved to the Madison area.
Welcome.
Thank you. I have a company called Zenzino Design. I do photography, web design, and branding for restaurants.
JD Cott, Wealth Management with Bronfman Rothschild, nonprofit foundation space here in Madison.
Lori Carlson, owner of Madison Green Box, plastic box rental service, easy alternative to cardboard when it comes to moving.
I'm Derek Gebler, founder of Field 59. We're an online video platform for media companies. Our big announcement is that we've agreed to be acquired by a company called townnews.com. townnews.com is an online video platform, not an online video platform, sorry. They're a technology company that works with over 1,700 newspapers, radio stations, television stations, and so together they and I and the Field 59 team will be building out their broadcast capabilities for broadcasters. So that'll happen in April. There'll still be a live event component to Field 59. We'll still be here at A Million Cups.
Yay!
So that it's been a long process. I don't know, Dennis probably knows how long. I mean, it's been
a while.
It's been over 2 years, basically, in the process of getting something like this done. So it helps. It's a lot of hard work, and so I'm just glad that we're at this point now. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more that we have to do, but anyway, so very happy and excited and exhausted. So, anyway,
so this 8 a.m. time is a really good thing for you.
Well, it would be great if there was a live stream and I could just watch at 8 a.m. No.
Thanks to you, you are providing
Come in person, watch it, watch the replay later on. But anyway, thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's good.
And then we've got Pete, who walked in late, who I haven't seen in years, so I'm so happy to see you.
Hello, Julianne.
Hello.
Great to see you too.
Good.
Pete Cavey, Wealth Management with Bank of America Merrill Lynch. Great coffee. Cheers.
With that, I'd like to thank our sponsors. So the library for the last time, which is bittersweet. Old National Bank for providing us with the great Crescendo coffee, and then Field 59. And I don't know if I get to. What do I get to call you that?
Well, you can continue to call us. Our official name going forward will be Field 59, a service of townnews.com.
So thanks to Field 59 for the live stream, and we're very excited. So yeah,
If I can add something on that, I mean, I've watched Derek through his journey from the beginning, and
Derek, maybe you should come up here and present.
I mean, it really is. He has a very typical story, but it shows the result of a lot of dedication, hard work, and vision. And it was, like you said, it wasn't easy. There were times when you were wondering if this was what you should be doing. He has a young family. I mean, there's all sorts of pressures, and yet he persevered, and here he is. So it's a really good lesson for the
It was the whole
community.
team. The whole team made a ton of sacrifices to basically make all this work. So.
Exactly, and that's the result now. So it's really something to pay attention to, because it's a very typical journey, but it's one that ended very well for him.
Yeah. So all you startups in the room, learn from this guy.
Exactly.
Alrighty, so with that, I'm going to introduce Transcend. Michael had a whole spiel about it, but he had to run off and take an important phone call. So I'm just going to hope that he does the spiel. Do you have your spiel? You have a spiel. Okay, cool. He has a spiel. So we're going to leave it to that and take it away.
All right, so yeah, my name is Gleb. I'm a first-year student at UW studying computer science and applied math. I'm also representing the student organization called Transcend. And I'll just give a brief description of what we do. So yeah, Transcend is a student organization within the College of Engineering. It's focused on providing students different opportunities and resources that are interested in creating their own ventures. We do this by hosting the largest student innovation competition in the country. We've raised over $50,000 worth of free capital to give away for students that are interested in creating their own businesses. The organization was formed in 2015, and the first competition was in 2016. So as a student, there's several ways on how you can be part of Transcend. You can either be competing in the competition, or you can be part of the exec team. Our executive team consists of a variety of majors and a variety of years, from freshmen to fifth-year seniors. To manage different tasks, we split up into different groups. The outreach team, including outreach, web team, marketing, fundraising, and events. Outreach connects with different entrepreneurs, alumni, different organizations, expands our network, asks for any kind of advice and mentorship. The web team is in charge of developing our website and maintaining it. Marketing kind of promotes our organization around campus. We have different accounts on different social media platforms. Events, they organize all our events, is in contact with all the competitors, finds different venues for hosting events. And fundraising is in charge of all our financial records, is in contact with our sponsors. So throughout the year we host different events, for competitors. It provides them an opportunity to connect with different like-minded students that are interested in entrepreneurship and innovation. So the events include pitch coaching, where teams can do a pitch before the competition and see what needs to be worked on. Project review, where teams meet with established entrepreneurs from the Madison area and discuss at what stage their idea is and receive critical feedback. We have different intellectual property workshops where students can understand if their idea is patentable or not. This year, the UW Law and Entrepreneurship Clinic was there to answer any questions that students had. We also have a business brief workshop where students learn how to create a business canvas and a business brief. And all these events build up to the competition itself, where around 35 teams compete with their newly created ventures. And to be eligible to compete, you have to submit a business brief, a business canvas, and a pitch deck. So this year, the competition split up into 2 stages, a main stage and an early stage. The main stage is targeted students that have highly developed ideas and can demonstrate growth in their projects. So as I said, we've raised over $50,000 to award the first place, second place, and third place. There's also prizes for best pitch, best prototype, best poster session, best business plan. And then there's also an early stage where that targets students, innovative students that want to compete and are innovative but haven't developed their idea at a mature enough stage. So the competition consists of 2 days. The first day is a 10-minute pitch and 5-minute Q&A. And after that, there's a poster session where teams can demonstrate the prototypes that they created. On the second day, specific teams are invited to talk with the judging panel again and answer any other specific questions that the judges may have to finalize their decision. So last year, the first place was a 3D printer, a team that created a 3D printer that printed high quality and high quantity metal parts that could be used in manufacturing. A second team was a beverage line that was based on Middle Eastern tea-based drink. And the third place was a mobile app called Swap Shop, where users could sell, trade, and different belongings. So this year, the first place will receive $15,000 for the company. Second place, $10,000, and third place is going to be $5,000. So these are different sponsors that we have. We have connections with different local Madison ventures and nationwide companies like Qualcomm, Generator, Wharf. And so what we asked, so Transcend is running because of the collaboration between different organizations and entrepreneurs. So what we ask from you guys as local entrepreneurs is to come to the event next week. It's going to be at the Discovery Building from 8 to 5 p.m. to see what students have created and maybe connect with them and network. So yeah, next week's going to be at April 4th, 5th at Discovery Building from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. That's about it. Thanks. That was a little brief description of what we do. If you have any questions, you can email.
Could you put that calendar back up? That's my first question.
Yep.
Thanks.
So it's both days, so 4th and the 5th?
Yeah, so the first day is where the teams do their 10-minute pitch and 5-minute Q&As. And then
just show up? Is that it?
Yeah, just show up.
I've got a question. Yep. I actually got a lot of questions. I mean, I like to think I'm pretty involved in the tech community around here, but I've just started to hear about you guys. How long have you been doing this, for one thing?
So 2015, the organization was formed, okay. And in 2016.
And I assume that some portion of the students who go through here want to stay in the area and start their own business?
Yep.
Although I'm sure you don't discriminate on that part. But what do you do besides today, which is a good start? What do you do to tie into the entrepreneurial community that is fairly extensive in this area?
So we reach out to different newspapers, and they write different articles. We also live stream our event on the Facebook page.
Yeah, but that's fine. But if we don't know about it,
yeah, we have a marketing team that reaches out.
Hey, Dennis. I'm very actively involved in Transcend. Yeah.
Okay.
So I go to the mentor sessions, the pitch sessions. QB is a sponsor of the early stage track this year as well. So they're out there, and I've been doing it for about a year and a half, I think. So they're just nascent, they're upcoming, but do a lot of really, really good work out there.
No, that's not my question. What I'm really trying to do is is find out where you're at and reaching out to the community. And of course, I'm interested from the pitch and replay side of things at the Forward Fest. We run it's kind of like a musical chairs type event for pitching your idea, and it's kind of a way of getting very immediate feedback, and it sounds like a lot of your teams would fit into that if they're here in the summertime. I think my real point is that this is exciting. When I was an engineering student here, you would have been shot if you had attempted this. I mean, business was bad. And so I'm really happy to see things like this going on because there's so much creativity at the university, which the university tries its best to squash. So the fact that you're reaching out and doing this thing is really a good thing. So if you're connected with Dom, I mean that's an excellent place. But I just think the community needs to know more about this and what you guys are doing because this is really fantastic. And I know some of your students are going to want to stay in the area.
Well, this was the first start, and then we reached out to different entrepreneurs.
We've got a couple of interns from Transcend and Starting Block as well. Max is one of the interns. He's been helping out a ton for us.
And is it primarily engineering students?
It's everybody who wants to, who's interested. But yeah, it's most about like 75% are.
Because we hire interns part-time too for one of the companies I'm involved with. So I need to find out more about this. Do you have a physical location?
It's 1403 at University. It's where UW like Entrepreneurship Clinic is. It's on the second floor.
Okay, but I'm assuming that you can't just walk in and talk to somebody. Or? So
we have meetings on Monday at 8 p.m. if you want to join.
Yeah, I'll give you my card.
Sure.
And I'd like you have a mailing list.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
I have actually two questions. One's a quick one. How many? My first question is how many teams compete? How many displays are there typically?
About 35 this year.
Wow.
Well, at the beginning of the year, there was about 90 teams signed up, but they didn't submit all the business briefs, so the number shrinked. So right now we have about 35.
Didn't hurt a little. Okay, and my second question is a little more philosophical. And like Dennis was an engineer in 2 former lives ago, and when I was in engineering school, the huge push was, well, who are you going to work for? What big company are you? So that was the the prestige of the company was the success of your interviewing skills, right? So if you worked for a little tiny company in Nowheresville, well, sorry, but if you worked for a cool big company, that was the ticket in. And what I'm really interested in, first of all, you need to know that I'm just highly envious of engineers now and the opportunities they have. But a lot of times, opportunity is born of angst, right? And and entrepreneurial spirit, as Field 59 knows, is a tough road, right? So, what is a student going into an engineering field today? Are they kind of going into it saying, well, there are no big companies to work for. There are no, where are my opportunities? I got to create my own life. I mean, philosophically, you're kind of entering college mindset. You're entering college thinking something that drives this. And what I'm interested in knowing is, what's your expectation that causes you to form something like this to begin with?
See, I'm relatively new, and I wasn't part of the forming team. It was like, I don't really know their perspective. But
I'm not. Yeah, in fact, I should tell you. First of all, are you like 19, maybe 20? Yeah. My 19-year-old brain wouldn't have even understood the question. So listen, I want to applaud you for just being able to respond. Okay, but the second thing is that I don't want you to feel pressured to speak for the organization. You just want to speak for you, that's fine. Just give me your sense of that.
Yeah, I guess everybody wants to be involved in entrepreneurship, get a feel of how, of course it's not everybody's going to be able to start their own company, and this is kind of like the beginning of something. To try out, to pitch in front of judges, to create a business plan, to network with different people, and kind of give a chance for doing that. And I think that's what the organization provides, giving a chance for students that are interested in entrepreneurship and innovation and want to, if they come up with an idea and compete, not everybody has an idea.
So is it a fairly small percentage of students that are kind of interested in entrepreneurship? Your perception?
The whole university is about 40,000 people.
Right.
And then teams, there's about 35 teams, and there's about 5 members per team.
Okay.
So that's about 150 people.
Are you an
out of
engineer?
40,000.
Are you an engineering student?
I'm a computer science student.
I'm sorry, you said that.
Yeah, no.
I'm a little slow on the uptake here. What drove, and to follow up on that question, what drove you to get involved in this?
I wanted to get involved, so like it looks good on your resume. I was looking for different clubs. The funny way how I got involved is actually with all our events we provide free food, and I was leaving an exam and I was hungry.
Free food, free coffee, I get it.
So I went to that event and then meeting with the executive.
When are you going to start serving donuts at this place? Man?
Exactly.
Sorry.
Why do we go to high tech?
Do you run a service business?
There you go. Looking for a donut spot.
So you're really thinking in the back of your mind that you came into school thinking that, hey, I want to be an entrepreneur, or at least explore it. Is that right?
Maybe not. Well, yeah, I'd like to explore it. I was part of G Alpha. That's like GBED, but for students. And we created a sensor that connects to headphones that would lower the volume if somebody was approaching you from behind. So I took part in that for like 4 weeks, but we kind of like ended. So that was a fun idea. Yeah, but I like the entrepreneurship.
Okay.
And like the lifestyle.
If you can, talk about some of the products and companies that have been spun off of from the Transcend competition. What have you seen?
Well, so I'm relatively new. This is my first year, but as I know, last year there was the 3D printer, and they got sent out to Qualcomm headquarters in California, and they met with that company. So yeah, they created a 3D printer that like printed metal parts for like manufacturing.
Is that Brandon? That's Brandon? Brandon Walker? Do you know?
I think so. Yeah, I'm not. I have
That's
no
the
person.
Sounds like it.
I didn't know he had a product.
Well, it's a 3D printer for metal, I know, but I
thought he was just working on it. Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry. It was a side comment.
And then this year, I'm not sure. The main competitor, I think, he has an app and he has different ventures lined up to him and investors, and it's like for entering bars, you can like skip the line. And that's this app enables that.
Yeah, I've already seen that out.
They're in G beta.
Yep, I think so.
Only in Wisconsin.
Yeah, there's a lot. No, it's true. A lot of apps in that area.
I know. We have so much time, so I don't mean to cut it short. Any other questions?
So your ask for us is to go to the competition.
Yeah.
Is there anything else we can do for the group?
So we have different mentorship, like project review. If you want to meet with teams and give them advice, that would also be great. Or join our mailing list.
Yeah. What kind of people are you looking for?
Anybody that has experience, any fields.
So not a wedding planner.
They might be getting married.
I know what I was looking at when I was 19 entering school.
All right, so thank you so much for presenting. This one is for you. As always, you get to hand this one out to Dennis.
I've got so many of those.
Dennis is the standard question.
I'm the gadfly here.
So.
I'd give it to Derek because he just sold
Derek,
stuff.
you did. You are just killing it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't have one.
I don't have one either.
Cool. Thanks.
All right, guys. So we'll see you next week at the new location at the new time.
But you're still planning to start block eventually, right?
Yeah, in June
Is
or
it
July
Are you going to
or
keep it at 8
August.
o'clock in starting block?
Yes. Is that okay? No.
I won't be there at 8, but yeah, that'd be great. Leon, do we really want to start it at 8? I mean, versus a little bit after 8. I mean, I don't mean 8:05.
Yeah, is it like right at 8 a.m. or like 8:15?
I don't mean people are still in bed, but it is a little more difficult to get downtown.
Yeah, I could actually argue just the opposite.
I know we can do it.
I would argue the opposite too, actually.
I think there's a lot of people that it's all right if they show up at work at 9:15, but you start asking people to show up work at 10:15, and that's difficult for a lot of people to do.
I understand that.
I can do it.
I'm gonna just
I'm up at 5.
Make an executive
decision and disappoint a lot of people, which I'm just not good at. And say we're gonna start at 8. You have 15 minutes of networking, so if you get here at 8:15, that's your decision. Make good choices. Danny, you are always 15 minutes late.
I know, I'll still be 15 minutes.
That's fine.
I mean, I'll be there at 8:15.
Great. I can't wait to see you. April 4th 8 a.m., Old National Bank.
At 6, but I get.
I'll be there, coffee will be
Well,
there.
we're going to be there, though.
Oh.
Go there after.
Day.
Yeah, whole day.
It's the whole day.
And you guys are live streaming that on Facebook, right? Okay, well, we'll watch that while
Everyone's picking on me when I have no one else here to help me out.
I'm enjoying this.
Oh yeah, it's great for you.
You're doing great.
Okay guys, 8 a.m., April 4th, Old National Bank. Push it out to anyone because there are a lot of people who aren't here this week, so make sure you share with your friends who you're usually sitting next to. We're 15 minutes early, this is insane. Okay, hang out and keep networking if you missed the first 15 minutes.
I think you should talk before.
Damn.
All right.
Who is that directed towards?
All right.
I don't have anything, I mean, this is an opportunity. You're telling me to capitalize on
late too, right? So.
I could tell a joke. I don't have a joke. I could. Whose birthday is it? We're gonna quit live.
There we go.
All right. Drink some more coffee if you want it. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your days.